It is it's
Here we go.
a hard
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
Alright,
Hello,
talk
everyone.
about
Welcome
shit.
to Novice DMing. My name is Liam McKinnon. I'm your humble dungeon daddy neighbor guy. I don't know. And I'm doing the hardest thing I've ever had to do, which is start Curse of Strahd after the
That's what she
nonsense.
said.
You ever gone on a run without shitting? That's pretty hard too.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't. Yeah.
There's a joke in there somewhere with runs and shitting.
There
Of
really
course.
is.
Of course. And I'm sure we've committed 8 minutes to behind the scenes laughter on every possible avenue of which we can dedicate the jokes to. Ladies and gentlemen,
It's not my fault poop is funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Liam, and I said that already. And that's Kylah over here. That's over there. It's Noah down there. It's David over there. And we're here to play
How
Curse
come
of
David
Strahd.
gets introduced twice?
Did
Isn't that
David get
awesome?
introduced twice?
Yeah, you're like, that's David over there, that's David over there.
Well,
That's David. That's David. That's David.
well, what can I say, guys? I got number 2 on the brain, I guess. I don't fucking know anyway.
These
Big
are the
old
Daves
deuce.
I know. These are the Daves I know.
you, David.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, we're all David today, so thank you all so much for coming and joining us here. Yeah, I don't have anything really that's going to be a major announcement. What is it? Sorry Not Sorry for the Sorry Not Sorry Improv. Got some shows coming up soon for YG D&D. I'm going to be doing NPC work, and at the end of May this year, I'm going to be a dungeon master, which is going to be great for that same company. So yeah, if you guys are in the Edmonton area, want to support me and support some awesome improvisers, come on out with that. Other than that, I'm starting up a new directing thing for Cradle to Stage at the Walterdale. Come out and check that out for the festival. That's happening in May as well, a week before the D&D stuff is happening. That's going to be like the weekend of May 20th or something like that. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's going to be super, super great. I think it's like May 14th to 18th, I think, is the festival. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and then there's really not much else in terms of just my own life. There's just, things are great. Things are good on my end. Yeah, everybody else, things are good. Things are great.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say too. What's the thing? Oh, I just had it. Shoot. Oh yes. I want to talk about gameplay stuff for this game, specifically for David's character, for Wystera. So we just had a conversation a little while ago where we were talking about Wystra's mechanics after the end of last session. We made a change. Wystera didn't get an additional level up, as we talked about. Wystera got an additional XP bonus for unlocking the sliver of Morado and changing the Sun Sword. But what happened instead was that we talked with David, and Wystera is now a level 8 Warlock and has gotten rid of their level 1 in Wizard. So that has been gone, which means all the spells are gone with that.
Thank you, Dungeon Daddy.
You're a wizard, Wystera.
Not anymore. Was a wizard. Turn your wand back into Hogwarts. You are no longer a wizard, Harry.
Points away from Slytherin.
Yes. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, Slytherin.
Fuck Slytherin.
Fuck those guys. Sorry, Slytherin, you guys are going through a lot. Yeah, so really there's nothing else I think I have for myself, but I did want to pose out. Does anybody have any questions on this end? We now have added Squally's new colors, so that's good to know. We are good for that now. We're set.
We're not going to talk about it anymore.
We can talk about it. I was like, at some point I got to get the session going. We can talk about it, and it's great. Yeah, we...
So going to come out.
Good Lord.
I mean, it's lore now.
It is.
Kyla's written it down.
It's natural. Everyone does it.
Canon.
It's canon.
It's a canon event.
Yeah. Oh, it's I see what you did there. It's gonna be a cat. She's frightened if he's frightened enough.
Hey, it looks like a new Noah,
Ready?
but he's still bringing in the jokes as ever. He's got it. He's got it unlocked.
Just want everyone to know that Noah tried to steal my fucking style today.
I didn't. My eyes got sore. So I was like, let's try something to benefit that. And
we all know
Whatever
second I
Payton
joined-
is drinking, you should get somebody to go out and get some.
I'm
Yeah.
full Kyle
Monster.
today with my Monster Energy.
Going
Yeah, go find a Monster Energy.
Sorry to all the Kyles that I just may have offended.
Drink it every time Payton takes a drink.
I don't have Monster. I think I have a Red Bull in my fridge or something.
Not good enough.
You're
has
not
to be a
good
monster.
Monster.
And then go get some sour cherry blasters.
How does that not just dissolve your stomach lining?
Years of practice.
One day you'll get to my peak.
I was gonna say,
I'm hoping one day I'll be like that old lady that they interview that's like 115 and they're like, how did you live forever? And she's like, I smoked cigarettes and drank a bottle of wine every day. And like, how the fuck are you alive?
I was gonna say, if we were talking about the tattoos before, and if you want to get a tattoo of like a cherry blossom tree, but the cherry blossoms were just sour cherry like candies flying off in the wind.
Happening. It's happening over my heart. That's happening.
Yeah, just like be beautiful. I thought that would be beautiful. So if nobody
And
has
then
any
I'll
questions,
get it with you when you get your tramp stamp.
yeah, when I get my Dungeon Daddy tramp stamp,
We'll
we're gonna
start
do
the
it, baby.
Dungeon Daddy Tramp Stamp Fund. We'll
Yeah,
fund it.
we're gonna do it. It means I'm gonna have to wear like tucked in shirts at every event that I teach and undershirts. Like I'm gonna
No, it
have
means
to do.
you're gonna have to wear crop tops everywhere
Yeah.
you go.
Belly shirt. Belly
I
shirt.
think should I get it like a license plate or should I get it like a tavern sign kind of thing? Like you know, like kind of the thing you get like
That's
etched
the
in
one.
wood. I think that'd be dope as
A
hell.
tavern sign. Ye
Tavern.
old
It looks like
dungeon
somebody-
daddy on your
Yo,
fucking
Yeah.
back.
Dungeon Daddy.
Ye old with an E.
Yeah.
Ye old
Dungeon Daddy.
Ye old
Ye
dungeon
old dungeon
daddy.
daddy.
Ooh. I wouldn't get it branded because that'd be aggressive, but I just get it like a sign placard, like "Welcome to the inn."
Jesus.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Liam has bad. The reason I don't get tattoos is because I have bad tattoo ideas. I go to that extreme mile. That's not a good idea for Liam to get tattoos.
You really
I'm
don't have to go.
I promise you, the dungeon daddy tramp stamp is not a bad tattoo idea.
I'm like ready to draw it out. And
Yeah.
I can do a pretty good job.
Thanks, guys. I'm really feeling it. You know what? I'm feeling it, and we might see what happens.
I'll do
We're
it.
love
gonna
to be
see what
like-
happens.
If
You know, I'd love to be.
I would love to be there when you show mom that.
Mom, look.
You're talking. Mom got hers, and you're like, I would never get a tattoo. No, I wouldn't do that. And then like you come over and you're like, look what I got, and it just says, "Ye old dungeon daddy."
It's like
Yeah,
that
you just
moment.
turn around and show her, and you would just hear like, oh, just passes out immediately.
It's that moment like in Goodfellas where Michael's mom sees him in a suit and she's like, "You look like a gangster." Like she just like freaks the hell out about like, "Oh, what does this mean for my son?"
No, it'd be like in The Godfather when
My son.
Vito sees Sonny and just goes, "Look what they did to my boy."
Mom's supportive of the Dungeon Daddy thing, but I don't think she's that supportive. I don't know if she's that into it.
Having it forever etched on your lower
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, yeah. But if my dungeon babies believe that it is a good idea, I will do it. I will do it.
Yes, I
Don't
believe
let
it's a good
the
idea.
Fans decide.
Let's the fans
Let the
decide.
people-
You
Don't
know
leave
what?
it up to democracy.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Be wild. Anyway, if nobody has any character questions,
Oh Lord.
This is gonna be a good game.
Again, as long as Kylah didn't ruin my character when I was gone, everything's okay.
I didn't. I didn't.
you were safely outside in the freezing cold.
We're gonna find out that by leaving you
You
died
got
or something.
hypothermia.
We left somewhere
You didn't
and we don't know
brave
how
the
you're doing.
elements.
You died
It's like
wearing a
the
wedding
end of The
dress,
Shining. I'm just out there frozen.
in a wedding dress.
Wedding dress.
The
How did that
dress.
happen? Never mind. Never
The
mind.
dress.
Not the dress.
Well, guys, let's get started with this session for Curse of Strahd. Whee!
Squally, why are you brown?
I don't know. Nothing.
Well,
no reason.
ladies and gentlemen, we had a very interesting time last session, didn't we? Last time we were with our adventuring party, they had completed their time in the Amber Temple. You guys had gone through a pretty crazy little maze of just upsetting, scary shit. Essentially, you had gone there to try to find Tristan as well as the Sunblade. Tristan is the brother of Kari. You guys were looking for the Sunblade and following the prophecy of the Hooded One, and lo and behold, you found it. You guys survived fire from skulls, like lightning shooting out from the statue's face that looked like there was an old man inside. You guys fought poltergeists. You guys fought these like one-eyed, crazy, deformed creatures. You had found the secret passages that had led to a chamber that kind of showed you this giant sarcophagus that holds the power of Strahd in it, where you found Tristan, where he had killed Mishan, and there was a bunch of vampires also killed. But Tristan was like completely maddened, lost in his faith, lost in his hope and any just shell-shocked from emotional religious trauma, breaking down and losing everything that he once believed. And then Wystera had the Sunblade, and then basically, as you guys were leaving with Tristan, after Kari kind of knocked him unconscious and showed him what he had done, you guys began to leave. You guys also had seen Rahadin here. I'm backtracking with everything, but you guys had seen Rahadin, stopped him from taking. Well, wasn't stopping him. It was like this shadow creature that looked like Rahadin. But anyway, you guys were leaving the temple. Kari was talking about being able to leave, and then Wystera, you had with the Sunblade in hand, cut the lights out and ran through the Amber Temple in search of the open door to leading to a sarcophagi with the shadow energy leading to your patron for the Sword of Murado. And you found an essence of it. You found Murado's essence. But you had to make a choice. And your allies, Sly, had, you guys had gotten the sword away. Squally had intercepted it, and then you revealed the truth about where you have come from and your history. And they gave you the Sunblade back, to which you took it. You thrusted it into the sarcophagi, destroying it. And in doing so, the Sunblade went from a radiant weapon, carried with the voice of Sergei, to Sergei's voice screaming out as it died and was replaced with a sliver of Murado. And with this, David, your arm is also a complete, like it has been like torn and ripped off from the flesh, and your entire arm is shadow itself, your right arm. And yeah, you guys walked back in the darkness as the torchlight had gone out. And you returned, Kari striking you in the face. And you took it. And now you guys are right outside the Amber Temple. And you see the wagon that you guys had come here with, the Esmeralda's magical wagon, has one of the wheels destroyed. It is lopsided. And we return to this very moment. So coming into it now, what are you guys doing?
Wait, so we just came back and the cart's all fucked?
Yeah, you
Yep.
guys have been outside, and the car is one of the back wheels is destroyed, and it's kind of like lopsided. It slopped the wagon.
Okay. Well, I go, Ben! And I run towards the cart and see if Ben's okay.
You go inside. You go checking inside. You see inside of a kennel there a brown orange-billed duck standing right in the back, going. Meh. You see, actually though,
Oh, thank God.
he's moved, like he shifted from his spot because of the actual thing. So he kind of like the actual cage has moved a little bit.
Guys, it's okay. Ben's alive. Oh.
You get no response from Kari.
So I guess we walk.
I can't remember, did we have anything like in the cart of value, or was it just the cart? I guess other than Ben, but
Well, the most
Well, we
valuable thing
have-
in the cart is Ben, obviously.
Okay.
So yeah, there are other things there too. There's like I think some weapons. There's like tools.
Yeah, we have stuff left over from Ezzy.
Squally disagrees that Ben is the most important thing in the card.
That took you 5.9 seconds longer than I thought it would. Yeah, we have stuff left over from Ezzy, I believe.
yeah.
I had told you guys like equipment and inventory in the cart before. I don't know if you guys had tracked and written that down somewhere, but yeah.
I have it somewhere. But whether it's important enough to keep dealing with, I don't know.
Kari looks at you, Sly, and says, "Sly, do you think that there's anything that we can scrounge up, salvage, anything?"
Can I make some kind of check to see what caused this? Like if it was just like bandits, like would that be like survival or something?
Yeah, sure. I would say you can do survival or you could do investigation. One of the two. I'd say, well, you know what? I'd say investigation more on the wheel. Survival to see tracks, to look in the immediate area of like something that could have come in the space.
So investigation to see what caused this, survival to see where it went. Excuse me,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Okay.
Then I have a question.
Investigation. I'll do a survival check.
Okay.
16.
Okay. You see emerging out of nowhere, because the snow has kind of come up over the tracks that were laid here before, but coming up out of nowhere, you see a set of like a single horse tracks just emerging and beginning to go back down the path, like where you guys had emerged from here, like going back into the pass. So you also can see one set of footprints walking out towards wherever this horse is and picking up on it and then going. So whoever had this looks like they came through, then there was a horse all of a sudden, and then this person got up on the horse and went.
So one person with one horse came here, trashed our
It looks
stuff.
Well, yeah, it looks like the person came out of the Amber Temple, and then was next, and they walk towards the. Well, it's funny. You look at this, and the tracks. One person walks in the direction near your cart, but they don't get anywhere close to the wheel. And then a horse tracks are a few away from the door, and then they get onto that horse and then go. But they did not get close to the wagon itself.
Oh. Oh. Oh, so I'm just tracking. Those are just tracks of something else.
Yeah, you're noticing that it's kind of like whatever came out of the space, you're like, okay, there's only one set of tracks coming out of here that's not your own. But then they like make your way towards the wagon. You're like, oh, well, these tracks would come here, but they don't get close to it. And then they get up on a horse and then go.
Okay, so it wasn't. Oh, okay. I thought I was tracking whatever did this.
Also,
Um,
nothing's like stolen, right? Like it's just the cart's messed up, but everything's still there. So it's not like it was ransacked and we got robbed.
Anybody who wants to make an investigation check on that can certainly do it.
Yeah, unless
Can
you're just
I-
missing something here, but
Can Slide try
I'll
and
look
fix
around
the
to
wheel?
see if anything's missing. That was going to be
Inside.
my next question. Like, is this completely like irreparable, or
Yeah.
is the wheel still there? Can it be fixed? Like,
Yeah. Can Slide
That
try and
is-
fix the wheel?
I would say, does anybody have wood carving tools? Does anybody have anything like that?
sure don't.
No.
Got herbs.
Why? I've got
I have a hammer.
I've got some gold pieces here.
I have a poisoner's kit.
I got 15 for investigation. I'm just looking to see
And-
if anything's gone.
I am proficient in rowboating, and those are made out of wood. So
Perfect. So you got a 15 for investigation.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: repairing this wheel is going to require like actual maintenance and is going to require wood working tools of some kind.
Yeah.
To be able to actually apply, because the way that the wheel itself is split in many pieces. And I will say with that 15 investigation too, I will give you this in terms of the wheel. You notice that it's claw marks. Claws.
I also wasn't doing it for the wheel. I was trying to see if anything's
know.
gone out of the.
I know exactly. I'm just giving this to you as well because it's kind of like
Okay.
I know you guys are kind of like in tandem, kind of piecing this thing together and seeing because it leads into things.
World's best
You
detectives.
notice
Yeah.
exactly. You notice on a 15, nothing is stolen. Something is added. There is an envelope that is set
a
in the
duck.
cart.
Say, Ben, who left this
We have
here?
2 ducks.
Cool. I'm gonna open the envelope.
Yeah, you open up the envelope, you recognize the wax sealing on the back. You open it, and it is an invitation to the wedding reception and then dinner, the reception dinner tomorrow night at Castle Ravenloft. And a reminder,
I say, how the fuck does he expect us to get there if he destroyed our cart?
you see underneath the script, there's the handwriting is in Strahd's. There's another set of handwriting that is underneath. Well, it's not necessarily Strahd's actually, the handwriting itself, but it is familiar to the ones you've received.
Mhm.
There's a little bit on the back end of this letter that says, have fun finding your way out of this. Make sure she survives the cold.
Okay, well, I take the letter and show everybody. Be like, we got another invitation with some other stuff on it.
Do we as a group know how long a walk it is to get to Castle Ravenclaw? Loft.
From
Um,
here?
Yeah, from here.
you've never traveled to Castle Ravenloft from here. From Kresk, like you've never traveled. Did you guys didn't travel by foot because you travel by wagon. You travel by wagon always to get between like Kresk and Barovia. So
Yep.
it takes you basically like 8 hours of travel to get from Kresk to Barovia. It's a long time.
Yeah, okay.
That's by
But
cart.
that's by cart. Yeah.
Can I like use survival or something to like estimate how long of a walk this would be?
You certainly can. It's gonna be a pretty high DC, but you can. And yeah, I'll just add on to that wheel thing I was talking about. So you found the letter. The wheel itself completely shredded by claws that you had seen, but there's no tracks around it.
Okay. I will say dirty 20 on the survival. And just before with the claws, do I recognize the claws? Like, does it look like an animal? Does it look like do I recognize what the claw marks are?
I'd give you a nature check with a low DC on that. Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, 20 on the survival, and then I'm rolling really well tonight. 16 on nature.
Yeah, you would have recognized, I think, the creature that had this, but the thing is that it's not an animal.
Yeah.
You would looking around it, you notice that around the wheel, there's no tracks, but wisps of snow are a little uneven, like some kind of separated thing. The claws, the size of them, they're small in nature, and there's an actual shredding, there's aggression, there's anger to that. This is a passionate attack that was made on your wheel, but almost gleeful. So, like, there was glee in the actual aggression of this. The size of it reminds you of the shadow figure that went up behind Irina. And when it appeared, like it had like these like hands and then had gone away. And it was like that seems to have been the thing that had attacked this wheel.
Okay, yeah.
Now, travel wise. Okay.
I relay all that, by the way, with the claws and everything for everybody to know.
I don't suppose anyone noticed anything where we just were. Anything that would help repair this wheel.
Uh no, I think we're gonna this is like not a quick fix. This would be something we would really need to take our time in. Well, probably we would need tools specific to this. So I don't think we're getting this cart out of here. This was malicious. This wasn't just like someone came by and knocked the wheel off. It was he's doesn't want us getting back in time.
Can Squally inspect the letter?
Yeah. Looking over the letter, you recognize the handwriting from other letters that you guys have received before. The back handwriting you don't though. It's a different script altogether. Unfamiliar to you.
Does Squally remember anything about the wedding? Anything at all?
Oh, very good question. This is getting me back into the brain. So okay, the script, I should say, looking at this, then you, Squally, you know what? You do recognize the handwriting because all the voices that are strangers in your head begin to kind of like fester and freak out when some of them are reading it. Like they're like, it's a trick, it's a trap. Like they begin to like kind of like beat against your head because like you yourself know this insidious knowledge behind this kind of stuff. Like it's a trap, and they just begin to like spasm in your mind. The other one on the back you don't recognize. So nothing about these things kind of click into a name for you, but the voices that are parading in your mind begin to like freak out.
Okay.
Travel wise, getting back to Kresk, there's an estimation of about 11 miles to get back. And you guys are already kind of like reaching in kind of like early evening. So getting back is going to get you really into late night. Like for travel, if you go at a normal pace, but you guys are going to be in thick snow, which means that per hour you're traveling about 2 miles. So it's going to be like over a 5-hour trek, like 5.5 hours. Unless you book it, if you take the time to figure out like some way to get this cart moving so that you guys aren't exhausting yourselves in the snow, you could maybe get to a normal pace at least, but that's going to be like 3 miles an hour.
Well, I don't know if we want to try to just maybe hunker down in the cart for the night and sleep and then head out in the morning.
Kari says, "We're not staying here. We're going."
I agree. If we are to have any chance to get to Strahd's, we have to leave now.
If we can try to find a way to actually use this, carry it, we can maybe get it to Kresk and maybe somebody else can fix it. But I don't want to leave this here. We need this. So if anyone wants to help me, and she's gonna try her best to like lift up the back wheel to hoist it. Not her strong suit. But she just kind of like picks it up.
Sly
I
will go
can
help.
go help. Okay, yeah, if you're going to help us.
Oh yeah, one of us.
Yeah,
almost
Sly.
can.
You lift it up with a little bit more ease. She's still going to be standing there,
So
trying her best.
So then I'll see if I can find a log to place under. I'm assuming Kari is meaning to prop it up, so we need a log to prop it up. Right?
You start going away. She's like, "Where are you going?"
To look for a log. What do you think I'm doing?
Why are you looking for a log?
Because you're hoisting up the back of this thing. We need to hoist it up in order to fix the wheel.
No, I just said we're going to take it back to town so we can fix it there. We're going to carry this thing. We're going to carry
No,
this
you're
thing.
not.
Kari,
Yes.
Kari,
Yes.
we're not going to
You
carry this.
can't.
I am not.
Yes, we are.
carrying it.
We're going to
Why?
carry this.
That makes no sense.
Get the horses.
Why would we do that?
Get the horses, and we're going to carry this. We're going to push this thing as we can just to get back. We're just going to do it.
Do I feel like that is at all possible?
It's definitely an option. It's definitely an option, but it is definitely one where it's like gonna wear down, like probably
Yeah.
and
All of
Sly
us.
too. It's gonna wear down the people
And it's
that
going
are
to
carrying.
take forever.
It's definitely gonna put you guys at a hindered slow pace. You're not gonna be able to. It's gonna put you at that position. even with the horses, like the horses like can go like a fast pace and it does pick up and minimize it, but you're basically going a slow pace with the horses. So it's like only adding a couple extra feet for travel, but it's yeah.
David, what are you suggesting to do?
I
You're gonna get the log and
I assumed that when Kari picked this up, she meant to repair the wheel, so we were propping it up so that we could get at the axle and find, I don't know,
There's
maybe.
no way we can repair this wheel
we
here.
can't fix
Well, I
this.
don't think so either, but I was just trying to help what
Yeah.
I thought was happening. I didn't think we were trying to carry an entire carriage full of stuff all the
Well,
way
I
back.
think
well,
I
everyone.
think I think Kari wants one person to hold, and we'll just kind of push the rest of it forward. Like the horses can still carry it. We'll just have one person as like a makeshift wheel, essentially.
Good Lord.
That'll walk the cart, which I'll do. I'm more than willing to do, but
I can do that too. But it doesn't.
somebody will still have to sit at the front of the cart and guide the horses.
While everyone's like talking about it, can Squally kind of peek in the cart for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
And can I just investigate for like, I don't know, Esmeralda's smart. If something ever happened to her cart, does she have like a kit, an emergency kit for something?
Or a wheel.
Some kind of.
Cool, but
Do we
like-
have AMA?
Do we have, where's the spare?
Yeah, is there a wheel inside the fucking cart?
If there
Can
is,
I-
it's gonna be friggin' hilarious. But she's smart. I feel like she would have something like a
She's
saw,
smart.
like maybe we could, or like
I
Look,
think
a
you're
wheel.
absolutely right. She was very clever and ready for
even
all.
though Squally doesn't know that, Squally's just gonna check the cart.
Sure. Wonderful. I'm going to be
Very
looking at
industrious.
the diagram of the cart because it's very well detailed to see if there was a spare attached to it in the items.
Not like a
'Cause you never
spare,
know.
like any tools that could help, like if we found something, like if we found, I don't know, a really
Did
big tree. We're not gonna chop down a tree today, but like, something we
DM
can.
did you say was the axle shredded as well, or the axle's fine and it's just the wheel?
It's the wheel itself. Yeah.
Okay, so the axle that the wheel fits onto is fine. I don't know if axle's the right word, but
Yeah, that's fine. I know exactly
Okay.
what you're talking about. I was going to say spoke,
Okay.
but yeah, I don't know exactly, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not it.
No,
The
there is
spokes
no
that go on the
secondary
wheel.
wheel. There is no secondary wheel.
Is there like a tool to use to?
She does not have any. She had a disguise kit, a climber's kit, a healer's kit, and poisoner's kit, but she did not have any wood carving tools at all.
Can
Outstanding.
Squally wander around a little bit to the tree line?
There's no tree line. You guys are in the mountains right now. You are right outside the Amber Temple.
Yeah, but there's no tree line in the mountains.
Not at this position, no.
Too high. Is there a really round looking flat rock?
Currently in the
All he's
snow.
gonna try everything before we leave, okay?
You're just so awesome. I love it.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
say
try.
make a survival check. You are gonna be going deep into the mountains. Like not deep into the mountains, but you're gonna be going away from the group
Oh.
in the snow. Yeah, like as it's snowing. You are gonna be going away from the group. As this happens, Kari looks is gonna be looking and is like, can someone please follow him?
Yeah, Vistra already started.
No,
Not you.
you did
Somebody
not.
else. Please follow him.
Ugh. So Vistra goes
Okay, I'll
anyway.
go.
No.
I go.
Yeah.
Say, Squally, wait up.
I rolled a 19.
19.
Can I
Do I know
help?
my
Can
name? I
just
know
give,
my
like,
name, right? I know
You
my
know your
name,
name.
yes.
Yeah, you know your name.
I want to make sure. I was kind of like, kind of startled. I'm like, okay.
well, yeah, since I'm there, I will assist. I don't know if I can just like give advantage, help action.
Well, you got a 19. If you want to roll with advantage, you can.
Ooh,
Always taking advantage. It's always
4.
good.
Nope. That's a 5.
Was a good
Nice.
try.
It's a good try. Aaron's just keeping himself up above the snow.
Why is it so high?
Why is it gotta be so high? You do find I would say probably a good 150 feet away from the entrance of the um Amber Temple, there is a large rock that like it's a solid boulder that is about if you were to put it beside the wagon, it would be about the size of one of not probably one of the wheels and a little bit bigger. And about a little bit up above midpoint for the wagon itself. Not what's it called? Not necessarily. Oh, what's the word? Essentially, it's just this giant rock that you can see that could about the size of the wagons, like kind of like up into the midpoint, reaching the same size as the wheels.
So could we fashion this into a wheel?
Is it kind of flat?
Can you what?
Is it kind of
Can
flat?
we make the rock into a wheel?
No, it's round. It's a round rock. It's a
Like,
boulder
Is
basically.
it a sphere or is it kind of like what is the width,
Ah,
please?
Is
it's
it
more
a
of like
sphere or a circle?
it's a rougher sphere. Yeah, it's a
Flat like
rougher.
the Earth.
It's not flat like the Earth. It is not. It's not flat like the Earth. We're not doing that here. It's round like the Earth. Round like the Earth with a little bit of edges. Unlike the
Aaron's a
Earth.
flat earther, okay?
So
Of
not
course he
quite like
is.
a really
They will
big.
call you, dude. It will happen. Anyway,
So not like a very large skipping stone.
not at all. It's a big rock.
I would like to learn.
Look, a rock.
Look for a flatter rock.
It's not
Okay.
just a boulder. It's a rock.
You begin
That's
to
a nice
climb
boulder.
parts of the mountain, actually getting into the actual snow, looking for this, and would find. I think you find rocks that are kind of like mixed with an avalanche that kind of passed through as snow kind of fell across down. You find one that's kind of like ice, like it's like a huge section of ice is kind of like put on with this rock. It kind of gives itself this like kind of, oh, what's the best word? Like almost this like sloped sculpt shape to a rock that is like, I don't know why, but I was gonna say like a gourd shape. Like it's like there's a gourd shaped rock with this weird kind of like spiral top to it, and then ice kind of forms it out to give it this weird like ovalish semblance of structure and shape, but it's like outreaching and jagged on the icy sides. It's weird. It's like a mix of squares, ovals, gourd shape. That's kind of, yeah.
No
Wait.
wheel-shaped rocks.
Do you think the other rock would have been better?
I don't think any of this is gonna work, and I think we should probably just go back.
Well,
It was
Are
worth a try.
are we near any trees?
Not at this point, no. You are just in the mountains.
There's no trees. There's always trees in the mountains, Liam. Where are the trees?
They're not at this part of the mountain. You have to go down deeper the path and then find trees because there are trees, but they are farther away in the mountains.
Here's my thinking. We do the Kari thing where we hold the axle and we bring the cart to the trees. And then we might be able to fashion something from like a chunk of the tree. But do you think your axe thingy there can cut a tree?
Well, I have a hammer,
Oh, right.
so
I have
I mean,
a
I could
hammer.
just smack at a tree until it falls, but honestly, I think w- we just carry the cart between me and Sly. We can
Hmm.
probably just take turns and do it.
All right. So Vistra jumps into the back of the cart and moves everything to the front and to the passenger side so that that side of the cart is lighter.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes, kind of shrugs and starts walking back.
Irina kind of helps in that process to get you going. Tristan is just kind of he's completely separate from himself at this moment. You guys begin to return.
Yeah.
All right. So Kari is still standing out. She says to you both that she's going to stand out and push with or carry this thing with whoever else is out there, basically helping you to whatever athletics check that is going to be committed for this. So yeah, who would like to be the first one just to have it carry?
Well, I think I would tell Kari to just stay with her brother, and
Yeah,
like we can handle the cart.
Sly will take it first.
And
She
like, yeah, I think me and Sly can just take turns and handle the cart.
yeah, she nods, and then she's gonna go with grab Tristan. She grabs him, escorts him, kind of like going to the back of the wagon. She sits between. Vistra, you sit in the back.
Uh, well, I
Or
would,
Well, we need the
I-
horses too.
yeah, I would,
I think we just need one person to guide the horses, but
Yeah,
I would probably say everyone else walk if
Yeah.
we're carrying the fucking cart.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you guys got it. I'm just gonna go sit inside.
yeah.
Oh
Well,
yeah. Okay, great.
I
Yeah,
would,
Kari makes sure that she stands with Tristan, doesn't go into the cart, but does interpose herself between everybody else and Tristan, just making sure that he's with her and not veering off.
I look at, Vistra looks at Squally and then notices Squally just walked off, so holds her tongue.
No, you're supposed to
Notice that
change Squally's
is turning
character.
brown.
Yeah, you're supposed to change Squally's character.
right.
This is important.
Squally dies.
Squally didn't wander off. Squally was with Eren.
Squally wandered off because he's turning brown.
Squally, perhaps you are the lightest. Would you like to drive the cart?
I don't know how to drive a cart.
You have before.
I certainly have not.
I thought I gave you the word and you started it several.
Squally doesn't remember anything.
Okay, got it. Oh, I thought that came back.
David also doesn't remember.
Right. Okay. Squally, would you like to drive the cart?
Not particularly.
All right. Vistra goes to the front and plops herself down and yells, Drovash!
Horses appear. Athletics check for
Squally
one of
kinda like-
you two. Advantage. Yeah. Yes.
Sorry?
Totally sees these horses, these spectral horses.
Said athletics with advantage.
Oh, I'll just
Whoever wants to take it.
yeah, sure, you can.
I'll
Well,
take it.
I was gonna say we can just like take turns, like whenever Sly starts getting tired, Eren switches out, and I'll just like stick with them. But like, I don't know if that means we each do an athletics or.
Yeah, I think that's great. Do an athletics check with advantage, both of you.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That way, none of you is going to have to roll for exhaustion.
That's not a good roll. That's a way, way better roll.
18.
18?
25.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
Beef.
18. 18 is great.
Le buff.
25 is really good. And 25
Booth.
so good that you will be able to go at a normal pace at a certain point during this trek.
Hell yeah.
So at first you're going to be going slow, but you guys are also going
Give
to a
them my
position.
little legs.
Mm-hmm. So the travel, it's going to take you about it's going to take you an hour to go about a little less than half the distance. But then it's going to take you a little less than an hour to basically clear. It's going to take you basically another hour to clear out of the mountains. But normally it would take you a lot longer.
So we get to the tree.
So here's the thing. You guys are going down the mountains, and in the snow, you begin to notice that there are trees along the mountain pass. However, the most prominent areas of trees are far down below you, and you can see it pass down in the fog, traveling down and having to move down off the road. You could be able to access and get trees there. But you'd have to climb down the mountain to access any like available trees and then find a way to bring them up.
Got it.
As you begin to go farther down, there are some trees scattered up again higher in the mountain area, but nothing along the road. So again, it's climbing the mountain, being able to access. If anyone wants to try it, I'll open it up.
I think it was more a facetious question that I'm gonna ask, like every single day of our campaign now. Hey, Liam, are there any trees? Until your head explodes.
The
Yeah,
dress.
Wait, what are the
Grass
benefits?
and the trees.
Quick, what are the benefits of climbing this tree?
Benefits of climbing that tree, it's high. So you
So-
take more fall damage when you
Hi.
eventually
Hello.
fall out of it.
Well, see,
I heard
I
that.
can climb trees without making advantage checks, so it's like, will I be able to see ahead and just be like, hey,
Yeah.
let's map out a path?
Yeah, well, my lightning
Or can I
strikes
just
that
like
tree,
sprint
and then
up?
you fall down that tree.
As a DM, you're supposed to be impartial, so I don't
yeah,
think-
I know. So what does that say about
And
your
you-
tree hunting?
I'm just asking if me climbing a tree would benefit the group, and you're getting mad at me. I don't know
I
where
create
our
a
wires
tire.
are
Can I
getting
create a
crossed.
tire out of a willow tree?
I didn't realize that asking about
Sly
a tree
wants-
would be
If Sly wants to climb a tree to map out of space, I'll let him do it. I'm
You
sorry.
said we can play D&D, have fun, and do whatever we want. I said I want to climb a tree to map things out, and you're getting mad at me. So I don't know.
You can do whatever you want except climb that tree.
You can do whatever you want so long as I say it's okay. Otherwise, lightning
long
bolt,
as it
lightning
fits
bolt,
my-
lightning bolt.
Jesus, you sound like my dad.
I sound like a lot of dads
do
right
what-
now. I'm sure.
Do whatever
This should be the
you
trigger
want,
warning
as long
episode.
as I agree with it.
Yeah, this should be the trigger warning.
No,
Watch
it's
out!
fine, not the
Brown feathers and lightning from DMs who don't like your choices.
All
So-
right, fair.
I don't need to climb a tree. I just
So cool.
I won't.
Guess we will keep going.
I opened it up for it was only for Sly to be like, Sly, do you want to climb this mountain? And Sly said no.
I
so-
won't just drop
must
the wheel that
away.
I'm carrying. Just be
Uh,
like, yo, I gotta climb this mountain.
Yo, guys, give me a second. What?
Did it? Climb back down.
Climbing.
Climb up, climb down.
Climbing up. Anyway.
worth it.
So Sly, you get to the just before the bridge when you take your break with Eren. There's a moment here where Kari is standing by Tristan. I'm not gonna even roll. She is looking at him, and he's looking out over the edge of the road, like the pass where it begins to drop off to the side. He's just looking out over the view. She just looks at him and holds his hand as they're both kind of like looking out into the distance together. They're not locking eyes. He does kind of look back at her, looks at her hand, looks at her. She just keeps looking out. Her grips tightens on his. And he he looks back at the bridge and he says, that was the last spot that I had seen her. And Kari says, yeah. You said it was like, what? It was, what was it that what happened to her? He says, there was this bird, massive, rotted bird that was the size of almost as big as the bridge itself. And she had pushed us out of the way and told us to keep going. It hovered above for a moment and then flew away. We thought that that was it, but it swooped down and grabbed her and then flew off. Well, that's it's rough. It's bad. At least she did what she was sworn to do, right? She did exactly what she had to do. So, that's good. Yes, she was. As the change happens between you, Eren, and Sly, you guys begin to walk across the bridge, going a little faster. You get here, and when you get back to the gateways, the green curtain of flame is back up again and is burning. Kari looks at you, Squally. Hey, Squally, any chance you have any kind of spell or something that can possibly extinguish this fire? Anything you can do?
Do I remember what I did last time, or do I have to, or like I know what
Dispel magic.
Well, you do know
I think
that
it was
you
dispel magic.
this. You do know you have dispel magic. But you don't necessarily, yeah, I mean, the whole thing, like they explained it's a magical fire thing. They tell you that.
I'll do dispel magic.
Do you have a spell slot available for it?
That's a good question. I do.
Alrighty. You go up towards it. You dispel the magic, and the curtain goes down. Tristan or Kari says, how'd you guys get past that when you came here? He says, I had dispelled it as well. And we were able to get bypass the creatures above as well, repelled them. Just like, okay. Great. You guys begin to travel the pass. And you begin to go through the mountains. The snow lightens. You weave, turning, and then you begin to feel yourself going down in elevation, going a little faster in the movement. Eren, you feel yourself kind of like pick up a little bit with it as it's going, and you begin to make your way back to the tree line. Anyone who wants to can make a perception check.
I will.
Might as well. Natural one. Re-roll. Not much better.
Ooh. Perception. 19.
10.
Me too,
Thank-
10.
Okay.
A perfect 10.
As you guys are moving, none of you notice anything making your way down the mountain, coming back into the Savage Woods. There's a moment where you all feel yourselves coming off the snow, beginning to get a little damp, just like on you. It's just like heavy matted. Begin to brush it off. As you're all making your way through, getting back onto the lower ground, there's a moment of weird peace where you can feel the weight of everything behind you. The echoes for you, Squally, they feel less intrusive. You relax. It's difficult to really feel exactly how, like, or express just how much, like, kind of like you feel you've left at that temple. And as that happens, okay. Wystera, you see coming up out of the woods a massive wolf coming to attack you. Beginning to just like come out, and it clamps onto its jaws. Clamps on you with its jaws. Does a 24 hit? You take 11. No, not 11. You take it's 6. Oh yeah, you do take 11 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Yoinks.
Oh, hello. As you see a massive dire wolf come out of the forest with blue eyes, and you begin to see other wolves beginning to come around behind it.
Ruh-roh.
Wystera? What are you at for hit points?
I'm down to 26.
Okay. So these things come up. If anybody wants to quickly make a initiative roll to react, they are welcome to try and attack these wolves as they're coming in immediately towards you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're putting down this wagon to do that.
Yeah. 17.
Okay, 17.
9.
Attack roll. Another one. That'll be 18 and an 8.
18. Wystera?
8.
Okay, great. Irina. Oh, she rolled really well. Irina jumps at it. First chance she gets, she fires her crossbow, hits the wolf right in front of you. Yeah, she does some significant damage towards it. Next one is 18. That would be Sly.
Yeesh.
Yeah, go ahead and take a turn.
Did take a turn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
I thought I was rolling an attack. My bad.
no, you're rolling initiative. Yeah.
Oh, that was initiative. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll go at it with my short sword and dagger.
You got it. Go ahead and make those attacks.
Let's go swim. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nat 20 with the short
There
sword.
you go. Irina fires off the crossbow and hits it right into its bicep, and you coming right across the silvered sword.
That's a 14, the dagger. And then
14
another
hit.
14.
Yeah,
And
those
then
those
another
just hit.
14.
Yeah, baby.
Sick. Okay. I'll roll damage with the dagger first.
So that'll be your crit.
No.
Oh, okay. You're
These are
just
the
rolling.
normal crits.
Got it.
Yeah. So just add. Plus my strength. 5 and 8. That's 13 damage. Now I'll roll for the crit. Thanks. Hey, that's pretty good. 8 and 5. 21
Ooh.
on top of
Yeah.
the other 13. So that's 34.
Yeah. Irina
Yeah.
took a shot in this thing's bicep, and you know how to kill wolves now. You stab this thing in, and you basically just start carving up in a face, almost like you're making like a mask. Like you're like finding out, okay, I cut this out, I cut this part out, and you could carve it out basically like what is it called? You can make up another mask or another outfit for yourself today, and you kill this dire wolf. Goes limp on the ground. Eren, it's your turn. You can see that there's a bunch more coming up right towards you guys.
Okay. Is there one within 35 feet?
There's one that's about to be. It's about 20 feet right towards you.
Okay. I'll rage and I'll run right at it.
Sounds good.
Uh, 23 to hit
23 hits.
and 24 to hit.
That hits as well.
Shit roll. Even more shit roll. That is tough. It's only 13 damage.
Okay. As you begin to run in, you begin to see that there are like 5 other dire wolves rushing towards you all right now, and you just like come in, your spiritual arm comes in at this point. You come and slam it down. You just see the blue eyes flare up towards you. So you hear the snarl. Fantastic. That again takes us to Kari. Kari is making sure Tristan is taken care of, and making sure that he's not startled by this. He's a little bit glassy-eyed, a little bit freaking out. She just kind of like interposes. She's gonna ready herself to make sure he's protected. That's gonna take us to Squally.
Well, he's just gonna shoot his crossbow because I imagine he's freaking panicking.
Sounds good.
I ain't seen no wolf before, though I'm wearing one, which is confusing.
Never seen a wolf in my life.
Does it?
So you don't know what it is?
What is
You
this strange
forgot
creature?
you forgot what a
Big
wolf
memory.
is?
I'm gonna shoot it. I don't know what it is, but I'll
Wolf.
shoot it.
It's a big wolf. I rolled a 6, so how's that do?
It's a
How
pig.
about that?
Jesus.
It's a pig.
You shoot it. You
What the
miss.
fuck?
What the fuck?
A giant wolf comes out of the woods. Squally just freaks out. What the
Why are we
fuck?
beating down on Squally today? Come on.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
Shoots off.
Did
Have
Squally turn brown at the
You
sight of
said
wolves?
Squally's panicking. You said it. Squally's panicking, and you're like, I don't know what wolves are. That's not us.
I probably know what a wolf is, but I haven't seen a giant wolf, you guys, is what I meant.
Okay. Anyway, pew, shoots out, misses. Wystera, it's your turn.
All right. The wolf that attacked me, is it still up?
No, it's dead right in front of you.
That's the one that was killed. Okay. Another wolf within 30 feet.
Yes, there is.
All right. I will go at that one. Have a go with my Sword of Murado.
Sounds good.
28 to hit.
That hits. As you run over towards it, and the flare of void completely.
Oh, and I do my bonus action too.
Yeah, comes out, sliver. You stab it right through the throat of this wolf. Go ahead and make an attack, or go ahead and make roll damage on it, and I'll let you know it is a male wolf as well.
I was about to ask. Thank you, Liam. So I'll do a two-handed.
I will let you know as a hexblade, you can only use one-handed weapons for your bonuses. The two-handed thing is something just as a feature of it, but you as a hexblade can only do the one-handed option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's important to know about hexblade.
Yes, okay. I will put that in brackets. Got it. Okay. I will do a one-handed action.
Sounds good.
I'll put my D10s out of my little box. That
Useless.
is
What's in the box?
13 damage plus oh, 8.
Ooh, that's 21
plus
points of
8,
damage.
21 damage on this male dire wolf, or this dire male wolf.
So you stab the blade right through it, and it just like immediately starts shaking, and you just begin to see its eyes begin to bleed right like in front of you, Eren. You can't comprehend it because you're fucking going wild. But
Like,
as this sword comes out,
well, you
the
did.
wolves stop. Their blue eyes taking this in. The other wolf that you just stabbed, Wystera, is going to try to run away. Like it tries to pull away from you and just try to run.
Well, I don't think I'd let that happen.
You want to make an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Sounds good.
$22 to hit.
Oh, that's going to hit.
9 damage plus 3.
Excellent.
12.
And yeah, you're adding your charisma bonus to this as well as
You betcha. Yeah, I've got it all written down here. Yep.
nice. So
D8
that's
plus 5 charisma plus 2 bonus.
yeah, plus 2 bonus. Hell yeah. You stab this through, and as you do, the creature like and it just like begins to bleed, and its brain begins to just like it shakes and shivers until it basically like suffers like a stroke basically, and just convulses and falls to the ground. The other wolves are just watching.
I pull
And
out the sword and point it at the other wolves.
they just watch, kind of recoil. And the next thing you notice is that these dire wolves, all of but one, leave. One sits and watches a little longer. The other ones run off. The blue eyes glint.
I look straight at it.
And it runs away.
Wystera says.
Very interesting.
I have a I don't know whether this is geek or nerd, but I have a dumb question, Liam, if I could.
Yeah.
Since this doesn't have a blade when not being used, can I even put it in a hilt? Like, how can I hold it?
So when you had stabbed it through, like you look at the side and your sword, your rapier is still there, but there is what happens is with your hand, when you go to put it to the side, emerging from the shadow is like from yourself, this tether of shadow just forms an actual scabbard and it just kind of goes in. So the hilt is just bare, but it just kind of sits, but it locks in as if it's clicked in.
That is freaking awesome. Okay, thank you. I was thinking I had to hold this fucking hilt all the time because I can't actually. Okay, thank you. Yeah, exactly. That was the image I
Dude,
had.
what a nerd! What a nerd having
Yeah,
a sword.
right? I'm gonna tell you, look
Takes
at
away
me,
from the
we're a sword
moment.
of Verano, everybody. Are you
Yeah,
right?
man,
Okay,
this
thank
ancient,
you.
powerful weapon. I really wish I just had just something to hold it in.
Can I just have my crossbow back? Thanks.
Stick it in my belt. This is
Looks
this is
cool.
inconvenient for me. I'd like to go back to crossbow.
Right, exactly. I don't look cool enough doing it. I'll go back to my crossbow thing. All right, thank you.
You guys see the wolves retreat.
Mhm.
I walk back to Vistra walks back and just plops herself back onto the horses and checks to see if everybody's ready to continue.
Ollie's like, what the fuck was that?
Vistra shrugs. Vistra just shrugs. Although, okay, wait a minute. Does Vistra have some knowledge about why the fuck?
Oh, why the
Why
fuck?
the
From
What?
her,
Why the fuck?
just her upbringing
General?
that would, and her quasi knowledge of this blade. Would there be anything in there that tweaks about why either controlled creatures or evil creatures would back away from this sword?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Okay. Not bad. History is +5. Very good. 17.
Nothing about evil creatures.
Okay.
You recall there's something in you that's like elevated. A part of you you don't recognize. It's very unfamiliar, but there's this feeling of pride at the idea of having something turn away and run in fear for its life to be smited out, and knowing that it is like a male creature of some capacity is just like there's a small satisfaction in that, even if it is a beast.
Yep.
Nothing about why they would behave that way, but there is something of a pleasure you begin to take in on that.
Fair. Thank you.
Yeah. Almost like not even a care of why it happens. It's just meant to be.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
That tracks.
Kari looks at you, checks in with everybody else. Eren, you come out of your rage. And you guys can continue. I do want to ask, where are you guys traveling to at this moment?
Thought we were going to Kresk. Is that what we were?
I believe so.
Okay. Let's go into Kresk. So Eren, you take on the cart for about 3.5 miles. Sly, you're able to make that transition
Sure.
and trade off. You guys begin to travel again with each other. You pass through the woods. You begin to make your way to the bridge that crosses over. As you begin to make your way across the bridge, and then another trade-off is made between you, Sly and Eren. You guys are making it to about the 11-mile marker. By the time, Eren, you get there, you will be ready. Essentially, you've traveled 1, 2, 3, 4 hours and a little bit probably to get here because you guys were also traveling in the mountains for a bit. Now it's getting to become very dark and it's starting to get later in the evening. You begin to make your way towards the gates of Kresk. You arrive. The gates are opened up to you and you enter in. Kari speaks to Eren and Sly, both of you, after taking on the wagon. She says, I'm going to go check and see with Burgomaster Anna and be back in a little bit. Yeah, and she just kind of moves to you, or away from you guys.
Can Kari, or sorry, can Squally just quickly kind of waddle up to her just before she goes? Pardon. Is there you say I'm your friend. I can't remember. And Squally's like kind of flustered. Like, do you know if there's anything that can help bring the memories back here? Anything? Or can you ask? I'm sorry, this is too much to ask of a stranger. But I know I'm not a stranger, but
I'm gonna check in on that, but in a little bit.
thank you. Take your time.
She looks at her brother and they both kind of move deeper into the village. Does anybody do anything until she returns, or do you guys just kind of stay here? I kind of like at the gates.
Squally's just gonna follow like wherever kind of you guys go.
Where are they going?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
She's just going to speak with the Burgermeister's wife.
So Irina's still with us?
Yeah, Irina's still with you at this moment. She's
Okay.
still standing there.
All right, I'll hop off and stand.
Unloading. She's unloading her stuff, unloading everything. She was
I'll
about to,
help
she
her.
comes over to all of you and says, "Thank you all. That was well, I've never been that far into this valley of mine, and that is certainly not somewhere I want to go again. I'm glad we all made it out okay."
Squally kind
Yeah,
of turns.
I'm glad to.
Squally doesn't feel okay. Squally's a sad boy.
um, Irina looks to you all and says, I'm a little concerned about whoever that was, very much having an interest in my well-being, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure about what the right call is to make here.
We're going to do everything we can to keep you safe. I am unsure as
Well.
well.
I don't. I mean, you all are quite capable. I just also think that it's getting. I don't know. I feel like. I feel maybe it's a good idea for me to stay here or to. I don't know. I certainly don't know if this is going to be a safe place for long. I don't know where anywhere would be safe. I want to make sure Ismark is. I know he's good. But I want to make sure that he's ready. Knowing what is there, I want to make sure that he knows. And I think preparations are going to have to be made. I think he needs to know about this. But I'm just figuring out the options. That's all.
Understood. There may be choices that are made for us, but we will see.
Kara returns a little while later. She says, "Okay, I think it's best we can get some rest now." Um,
Is there somewhere we can fix the cart?
we're gonna be able to take it to just take it down over to the burgomaster's home. They'll have someone in the morning outfit it with some kind of wheel. It might not be the best ideal thing, but I think they can make some kind of fixing. Anna's she doesn't want anything for it. She says that we've done enough. So, um, yeah. So, okay. If we want to get it moved, I'll get Tristan back home.
Yeah, go do that.
She turns and begins to go. Well, you guys, uh, want to take the cart to the house.
Yep.
Take it there. You guys are welcome to go to the house and begin on a long rest if you want.
Yep.
Fantastic. I
Yeah.
want you guys just let me know how you guys are all going to be sleeping while you're all resting here in the home.
Squally's gonna wait and watch to where he's invited because he feels hecka awkward standing around with a group of people he doesn't know.
Got it?
Kind of wants to go sleep in a tree.
There's trees in here. There's trees in Kresk. There's actually there's a garden outside of your the home that you guys are staying at, and there is a tree.
Squally will again wait until he hears from everyone, sees what they're doing.
Wystera is
I mean,
looking at
I would just find a place to sleep, like somewhere where I'm not taking up a huge bed or something. Obviously, I'm a small guy, but for a small space that I can fit.
Oh, right, Vistra. While you guys are going down the path, I need you to make a perception check just while you were traveling down the mountain.
oh, okay.
This was something that was important.
That is not Cha. Okay. 21.
21. Okay. Before you got to the bridge, or after you'd passed the bridge, going through some of the turns, while you're driving, you would have noticed same kind of thing that you had driven past before. There was like some kind of skeletal thing that you had noticed, but you didn't really see it too well. With a 21, though, you would have found in the snow, frozen, and dead was Twitch.
Oh.
What?
Yes. You would have seen Twitch's frozen, like kind of skeletal remains, because it's like Twitch burns up into flame when they go, but there was parts of it that
Yep.
Twitch was frozen with. And so you had seen when you had sent Twitch off a while ago to go and find the essence and take your and like follow like an Emma. I think it was like it follows some kind of. Did you give Twitch the pendant, or it wasn't the pendant? You gave Twitch something.
No,
No. Twitch was just going off on a lark. I think it was that
I
you'd
don't
sent off.
remember doing that. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
No, I
exactly.
just, yeah, I don't believe I sent anything. That
Yeah,
happened way earlier.
yeah, it was a little while ago.
But no.
Anyway, you sent Twitch off, and Twitch got up into the mountains and froze to death because nobody made a wolf cloak for Twitch, and Twitch didn't. Yeah, got caught up in the wind, and
Oh,
yeah.
no, I did.
Well,
I
yeah, but you
gave a
didn't
little
give it.
wolf pelt thing to
Not
Wystera
in
and said, "Give this to
time.
your thing."
Not in
But
time. Twitch was
not
dead for a
not
while.
yeah.
How long
This was
ago was that?
Twitch was sent off
Like
a
a
while ago. Like it was. I think Twitch was sent off earlier the morning,
I didn't
like 2
do
days ago
this.
or a day
This
ago.
isn't
Yeah.
my fault. Can't blame me for that.
It's
No,
not
no, no,
your
no, no.
fault.
We're not blaming
I
you
didn't
for it.
fucking do this. I didn't fucking do shit.
Do shit.
I didn't
No,
do fucking
not
shit.
blaming Sly, but certainly just letting you know that you had found Twitch's dead body.
Wait, so but doesn't Twitch, when Twitch dies, doesn't Twitch just go back to like wherever? Or is this a
Bro.
permadead Twitch?
This is a carcass of Twitch that you had found.
If we just
Mm.
threw it in the fire, would Twitch come back?
But are they, yeah, does Twitch usually, is there a carcass usually of Twitch?
Like
Or
there
is
was
it
another
usually
time
just like
Twitch
they
died.
well, didn't Twitch get eaten or something
Yeah.
by a
There was another time. This isn't the first time Twitch has died. Or like we
Yeah.
have to sacrifice Twitch for something.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking, like, is Twitch like dead, or is this
if
just like
I-
Twitch died
Okay,
here and
but
now
David-
Twitch is
David
pissed at you,
looks-
so
Twitch is dead.
I don't think any of us
Which
really
is-
know how
you guys
Twitch
found-
works, except
none of you know
David
how
and
Twitch
Liam.
works.
And David looks like really
well, yeah, I don't
worried
know
and
how
like,
Twitch works. This is
No.
Peyton asking these questions.
So-
yeah, Sam, this is no
All right.
Aaron is just like,
I was gonna say
"Ah."
So, all right. So, given that we're doing the Doctor Strange thing for here for a moment. So,
Well, just letting you
if
know
I-
when you got into the mountains, you had this, and you come back into the house. Yeah.
okay. So, I probably would have done something at the time, but let's say I didn't because I was just focusing. Now that we're back at the house, before
Yeah, there would
I
have been no time to do anything on the travel at what you guys were
Yeah.
doing. So
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. But now, the instant that we are back in this relative safety of the house, and I say that relative because, well, I attempt to contact Twitch.
try to contact Twitch, you don't get anything. And this is why. Twitch died a while ago. So every time you tried to contact Twitch, Twitch was dead. And that's why you could not communicate.
Ugh.
oh, so you have to
Uh,
like respawn Twitch through like a ritual or some shit.
Yeah, Vistra, sighs and collapses in a corner. Because we've gone into the house, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what was the ritual you used to summon Twitch before? Like, can't you just do that?
I'm gonna work on that.
Does it take a long
Which is
time
gonna
to?
be pigs.
Yeah, Wystera is Wystera is not doing anything right now. She is sitting in a heap in the corner.
Okay. The rest of you?
Eren is sleepy and would like to go bed.
Squally's kind of like awkwardly
Yeah,
staring.
so I was gonna find a spot and like a room or like a little spot to lay down a mess roll.
Do I notice that Squally
And
looks
he'll-
very awkward?
So I was kind of like, Squall, you coming?
Uh, is it okay? Can I?
So I'll just like sigh and nod, just like he's fed up with the whole like amnesia thing.
Okay,
And
Waddle's
it's kind of
like,
like, and just gesture Squally over.
he finds a nice comfy spot.
Sure. Just kind of like sitting there, kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
awkwardly. He felt like he needed an invitation.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're a vampire. Anyway, you guys,
Oh, he's a vampire.
yeah. Little did you know, those colored feathers, that's a bird vampire. Rather than
Imagine.
glitter, rather than sparkle, I make them colorful. That's how I work.
These are the feathers of a
No.
killer, Bella.
It's Twilight.
Just
Do
turns
it!
pink.
Good reveal there, Kylie. You've been sitting on
Tell
this
me
for
Curse of
years.
Strahd was in the Twilight universe.
Surprised
Well
us.
done.
No, I don't want some sort of weird vernacular situation going on.
But
Do you guys know Bunnicula? Do you guys remember that?
I
That was
don't.
like a children's. Oh, okay. Well, it was a thing. We had these at our daycare. We had like these Bunnicula books. It was like a series. It was kind of like those Animorph books,
Mhm.
but it was it was Bunnicula, the vampire killing bunny. It was
Oh,
So
crazy.
to say
God.
Bunnicula as in bunny.
Yeah, like it was a no, well, it was crazy.
Nice.
Anyways, I can't. Yeah, not a lot of people know about Bunnicula, but it was very
It
popular.
sounds familiar. I never read them.
Stop it.
So as you guys are resting, does anybody do anything else? Or is it just going to sleep?
I mean, I'm just gonna sleep.
Yeah, Eren just wants to sleep.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's just sleep time.
maybe I'll
This-
play with my pinwheel a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you, in this weird moment of discomfort, you find this pinwheel on you and you just start kind of playing with it.
Until I get sleepy.
Vistra, do you go to sleep?
No, well, before I do, I attempt to do an invocation.
Okay.
And cast Twitch into existence a bit, because I'm not entirely sure in this realm whether it was just the body that was. I'm hoping it was the body that was destroyed and not the spirit. So I'm gonna cast Voice of the Chainmaster and attempt to revivify. Or I don't know if that's the right word. Twitch.
You're resummoning Twitch. Yeah, you're going to
Yes.
resummon.
Resummon, that's the word. Okay.
You bring your assortment of herbs, coal that you must have, setting it, lighting it on fire, purple flame mixed with shadow begins to burn. The light in the fire has purple energy coming from it. Then the flames go black. They look like smoke, but it's flame. The body of Twitch is in front of you. As this ritual is going on, you notice that in front of you, the corpse begins to shed, peeling. It begins to get brittle. It starts to crack across everything. The coloration goes from purple to gray, almost like this body is like being burned. And as the light around flickers from gray, black, purple, black again, you see the body peels and it begins to fly, and it repels as the flames pick up and like bursts off, revealing an impish figure made entirely of shadow. Wisps of its body and claws, wings, bat-like, but completely in this weird, like, corporeal shadow form. The tail around Twitch's kind of like shadow is here, marked. The hair, the shape. It sits up. It turns. Purple eyes rise. It turns and looks at you. What does the mistress demand?
You look great. I
You
demand
get-
nothing.
Twitch
Not
then
until the morning.
Twitch sits, stares. I will wait until the morn for your commands, mistress.
Excellent.
The shadow goes into your hand, and you just feel Twitch's form completely go back into your arm, waiting to be summoned in the morning.
Wystera goes to sleep.
Okay. Wystera goes to sleep. David, I need you to do me a favor, please. I need you to mute to not hear what's going to happen now. I need you to mute your sound. And I need
Got it.
you to disappear for a moment.
We're gonna talk shit about you.
Got it.
So much shit.
Do you need me to be? Do you need if if sound is completely off? Can I stay so I see you wave when you're ready, or do you want me to physically leave?
You can physically leave here if somebody wants to send a text just because my phone is dead.
Yeah,
To
let's do
your-
it. Not on the app.
already?
Yeah,
Get
just
out
send
of
me a
here,
text.
David.
Get out of here, nerd.
with
I'll
your
text you.
nerd hair.
Yeah, nerd.
Guys, I heard David was super stinky.
Man, he should be turning brown. So,
Like
uh,
poopy doopy.
Good thing you wore brown pants.
so Squally, we're gonna first start with you.
Oh.
A moment in the night happens. You close your eyes. It's a restless sleep. You're just hearing these echoes and sounds through your mind. You are not at peace. But then clarity begins to come through. You feel them relax. You feel in control. You're no longer kind of oppressed or wrecked by this. And kind of you open your eyes at one point in the night and you are in Kresk. You're back in the home of I forget their names. I have their names, I forget their names, but you're back in the home of Cretiana and Cortel. You wake up and you're like, I remember this. And you look over and you see Eren and you see
Yay!
you see Sly just kind of like set up wherever he's sleeping. You recognize your friends.
I immediately like squawk and wake everyone up.
I turn brown.
I'll be like, Eren! And I'm gonna give him a big hug, and then I'm gonna go up to Sly and I'm gonna
Squally, I love hugs.
and like kind of like I'm gonna grab his face with my feathers and be like, I remember you.
Sly's gonna
I
still
remember
be like
you.
awake and be like cool, and then like with them in his arms kind of like roll over, but like
But I'm
kind of
like
crushing them.
jumping on top of Sly, like fully like
Yeah,
jumping on
it's
his
like
bed. Sly, I'm freaking out. I'm stoked. Who else is in the
okay.
room?
I'm just really
you,
excited too.
He's just jumping.
Your
you do
little
that
nub
and you see
waving around.
Kari.
Yeah.
Kari is kind of like in her kind of like traveling gear, kind of like all of her stuff, kind of like coming out from kind of the kitchen space and making her way over. As she does, she goes and just like is excited and happy and just like
I
she
like
starts to
I go really
cry.
quiet though. Right when I see Kari, I go super quiet. I like stop and I turn over and I just immediately like very quickly walk over and like hug her so friggin' tight. So tight, but very like somber moment.
Tight, dude.
She hugs you so tight as well, and she's just kind of like
Tight.
crying and just keeping it up. And
Tight,
she's
brother.
like,
Tight.
oh,
Wait, like a toy girl.
oh, I fucking thought we lost you, Squally. Oh,
And I just keep holding her and just say, I'm
oh,
so sorry for your loss, is what I say
no,
first.
no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck.
It's not your
Oh,
fault.
oh, fuck.
I just go and join the hug and hug both of them.
And we just cry a little bit. We hold each other. It's a cute moment.
Fuck.
It's like freaking outsiders.
It's like, get the fuck in here.
So I was just kind of like, kind of not begrudgingly, but just kind of awkwardly joins in.
Gives you guys a big hug.
We all hug Sly because he's the fuzzy one.
Yeah, they all hug you.
Are you purring?
I don't know if Sly's purring right now. He's probably too tired, but
Just lets out a toot.
Kari looks at all of you and says, guys, listen, I was just coming up. I wanted to wake you guys up. I wanted to talk just outside for a second. I was gonna try. I'm glad I don't have to fucking convince you to be on our side right now, Squally. But
Me too. That was torture.
uh, can we go outside? Can we talk?
Yeah, yes. Grab my stuff.
Kari,
Over outside.
yeah, Kari comes outside with you. The guys outside, just going out. It's still dark. You guys can feel the wind kind of rushing a little bit. Kari, kind of sits down on a stump and just says, "So I talked with Tristan. Um, he's not okay. He's tired. I don't know what's gonna happen with him. I don't know what he's feeling, and I'm very nervous about what to do. Um, I don't know if it's smart to have him with us, especially going into Ravenloft today. If we are, I mean, what the fuck? I don't know what the fuck we're doing, but like, if we want to listen to this
probably-
invitation,
We probably should go to the wedding. I mean, we did get invited.
We should.
like the wedding's one thing, with the reception, I don't know, like,
Nothing to compare. Sorry.
no, it's okay.
Well, he is your brother, so I don't know what you think is best, but I think it's kind of your decision.
Like, I
Agreed.
don't want to take him back to the castle. I don't think he should go there. Whatever Strahd did to him has probably fucked him up really bad. But I don't want to leave him alone. But I don't want to leave you
Could
guys
we
alone.
leave him with Anna, maybe?
I was thinking, do you guys think that's a good idea? I don't want to put a burden on her, but like, I think if
I don't
anyone is going to
think-
understand it. Yeah, Squally?
I don't think we'll be long. Like I think a day would be okay. I don't think she would mind.
I think she'd understand. I'm just worried he's going to hurt himself. I'm just worried he's going to, I mean, I think he's going to hurt other people thinking he's going to help, but I'm really worried he's going to hurt himself, and I don't want him to.
Like any of us want to.
I mean, he needs rest. So maybe we can give Anna something to not quite prescribe, but help him just sleep this off for a while.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. And you're doing the right thing.
I want to talk to you guys about more than just this. We have I don't know what you guys think are our priorities right now. Thing is I trust you guys in like talking about what our goals are, and I think we need to have a conversation about what we need to do. And I think we need to do it. We need to commit to whatever it is, the tasks, we got to do it. And I wanted to know what you guys think are priorities. I don't have a lot of time. I don't want to.
Number one, I think, is protecting Irina from being married off. I mean, we can still go to the wedding, but is there a way we can go to the wedding and keep Irina from being a part of the wedding? That's confusing.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, we need to defeat Strahd, and I feel like this marriage shouldn't happen. So we need to not have Irina marry Strahd. That's my number one goal.
That's a good goal to have. But like, what do we do then? Like, we just stay here and sit around and make sure she's safe, and then eventually go, and then we're leaving her either way. Like, we can't bring her to the castle, obviously. Then
No, so maybe going to the wedding is not a good idea, but
I mean,
we need to protect her.
what do we feel like our main goal is right now? I feel like we have to stop Strahd and all this
And
terror
that
and
has,
chaos.
I think this wedding has something to do with it, though, too.
Exactly.
So we have
Which
to
means we probably
stop the
need to
wedding.
be there.
I think that's absolutely what we have to do. Sly?
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
I don't know how we're gonna do it though right now. I don't know what we have because I don't know if you guys remember last time that we saw him really, but like Squally, he like
I recall. I
ended
recall.
you.
He also saved me. Which was weird, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's
here's the
all
thing.
it's all mind games with him.
We still
So
haven't told him that we well, about Ezzy, that we did end up doing, well, what had happened had been what he had wanted.
mhm,
We haven't told him about that, so we have something
mhm.
there.
Squally, you were conscious after our thing with Baba, right? Were you
I believe
conscious?
so.
Like the rest of us were like out, but you were
I thought, oh, I believe here. Like, can I DM? Sorry, let me check my notes. Unless you explicitly remember.
You
I'm
were.
trying to remember, it was you and Vistra that were awake.
I think that's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Squally, I'm glad you remember stuff now. What do you remember while we were out? What happened? Like what did you guys do?
Well,
Like what did you do and what did Vistra do?
I'm just reading my notes. No, I also went down, you guys. Um,
So you had
you wake up and then both of you fall asleep. Because Kari, you wake up Eren, and then we both fall asleep. And that's when Esmeralda sacrificed herself. Sly went down right after. Vistra was the only one alive. She was the only one out of sleep. No, I went down too.
But you were asleep. You weren't like you were asleep. I'm trying to remember exactly. It was Vistra. Vistra woke you up
Uh,
though first, right?
Vistra wakes me up, and then I wake up Eren. Esmeralda, we see that Esmeralda's leg is gone and that she has died. Eren tries to grab the gemstone from the tree hut, loses his arm. So I watched that. I watched Eren lose his arm. Then Vistra and Squally fall asleep. We all fell asleep. We're all unconscious. Our bottles feel wet when we wake up. So we all fell asleep, and that's when we talked to Baba. Um, you don't know. I didn't know how long I was asleep, but the hut moved away. The skull was upside down on the ground, 30 feet away. Bubba is standing looking at us with a cane, and she talks about her son. Who is her son? She decides to take a long sleep. The
That was
constructs
the
are
thing I
coming.
was
Her
trying to
scarecrow.
that was the thing I was trying to track was like when you guys were brought back when Baba had left and you guys were like having to leave with the scarecrows because I think Sly was unconscious. But I'm talking like who was like near death basically. Like there were people who were like unconscious from like different circumstances other than just sleep, I thought.
Kari, Eren, and Sly. Well, no, I think Eren. I woke up Eren though.
Yeah, but that was the thing. You woke them up. So you did go down. Everybody went down, but you woke up and you were conscious.
For like, um, yeah,
During the time in which you were gathering everybody and you were aware of what Vistra was doing and all that.
Kari lost her shield. Eren is missing. You need to spare the dying on the three in front of you, but the scarecrows are coming. Why is the skull laying there? Sorry, I'm reading my notes.
Okay, cool.
Esmeralda's crashed. Just 1 second. You guys have that page. Oh, right. And then I cast Right. Okay. So I tell Kari, as soon as I realized Baba was gone, I cast, that's when I cast Pass Without a Trace and tried to camouflage the whole crew. And then we help Eren up and Wystera gets Kari. And then we kind of got away, but from everything.
What did Wystera do during that? Because like Esmeralda, like, because you and her
Where's
were going around.
Did you not wake up Wystera? Where is she now?
Listen, I just want to know about this Baba thing. Exactly what happened. What did she do? Like, Squally,
Well, yes.
guys, Viscera told me when Tristan was the way that he was baiting me. He wanted me to do something. He wanted me to hurt him or something. I don't know exactly. Tristan was not in his right space. He's not okay. I get it. But she seemed to like be trying to prevent me from acting and doing something. And I don't know what it was. But for some reason, she told me just that, and I knocked him out and then carried him out, and then I had to take care of him. But then the next thing I know, and I've been really suspicious of the fucking shit that Viscera has been wanting to do with that sword the whole time. And I gotta just know when you were in chasing after her, like you guys were going after her, how did she get the sword? How did she get it? Like Sly,
That
you're faster than her, right? And
well, she kept slipping away first and foremost, but at first I will tell you she lied. Like she had said there was a demon behind the door and she didn't want us to get hurt. And then finally she did tell us the truth that there was a sorry, goddess, warrior goddess. Is that who it was?
there was a warrior.
Yeah, a warrior who could make a sword more powerful than the sun sword itself. I didn't want to give it to her at first, but she also, actually, we haven't been able to tell you this yet, but she told us more about her and what she was made to do and who she is. And it made more sense as to why she's been so friggin' individualistic about her goals and hiding them. Then I explained that she's she was made to be a bride and then to destroy the evil and the stuff and the things.
Stuff and things. Yep.
Yeah. And I put a lot of trust in her, not even knowing her. And maybe if I was of sound mind, I wouldn't have done the same thing, but I did feel it was the right thing to do. The sword she has now is powerful. There is something behind it that could defeat Strahd. Now, of course, I have no way of knowing this for sure, but my understanding is that, and like the amount of sheer power that came from that room was intense, blew us back, I think. I'm pretty sure it did. And it could be effective. I think if I remember correctly, when she was out with me, she was quite concerned with Esmeralda. She was beside herself seeing that Esmeralda had passed. I think that she is on the right track, but she definitely She definitely has goals that are bigger than just this, but she wants to defeat Strahd more than anything, and that is of our goals as well. I know that. I'm not saying I justify her actions, but I trust that she is with us in this, potentially.
Is that your concern? Are you worried she's not with the group? That she's has other motives, or that she might turn on us?
I don't think she's going to turn on us, no.
I don't either. I'm asking Kari though, if that's like what are your concerns?
I had talked with Wystera a lot when you guys were not in that castle. When you guys had like been wherever you were, about like power and learning something and trying to like grow in some kind of different capacity. I'm not good at teaching. I don't know how to teach people things, and I don't know how much of it had set in. But the thing is that Wystera, I didn't think that she was so caught in her own like individualist, sure, but just like the selfishness of it, of getting like something back for her that she doesn't need. Like you talked about, she's like talked up. She was able to tell you the truth after lying when lying didn't work, and the talking was more powerful to the ability to just do anything. Like she can talk her way out of any situation. And we had one thing that was like going to help us in this thing. We haven't gotten anything from that prophecy. The only thing is we know where to find Strahd now. We know where he's going to be. He's going to be in this room with like a picture of, I guess it's Irene. I don't fucking know, but it's like we know where we're going to fight him, but we don't know this ally or whatever that's supposed to help us. We don't know what this enchantress is. We went to the hood. We went into this freaking temple of horror, which and then Squally was fucked up, and it was like Wystera wanted to talk about taking a rest, and then we were like, sure, we are gonna take a rest and we're gonna do it. And then Squally comes all fucked up, and Wystera just somehow knows all the shit that's going on. So it's like Squally gets fucked up in the head, and then I go in, and my brother is like trying to goad me, I guess, and Wystera tells me don't get into it. So she knew what that was all about. And then she goes down into the temple, putting us in darkness. Like we had no way of finding out like anything. Like there was no way we could actually go through. We could have been ambushed by something, and she goes through in that whole area, and like then she comes out more powerful for herself. I don't disagree that the goals are set, but I'm disagreeing that she cares about what happens to any of us. And I care about you guys so much. But like, if we're talking about the idea of like going to Strahd, what's the one thing Strahd told us to get? The leg of Esmeralda. And I'm broken the fact that she's gone and that she's been killed by some bitch in a fucking skull. But that's the one thing we could have actually gotten. And Wystera knew that. And we didn't get it. And Esmeralda had like a bunch of like other magical swords and weapons that we could have had. And all we get is the silvered sword that Sly has. And then we toss Sly's sword into the lake. Like, yeah, it was fucked. But it's like we go and replace his fucked sword with hers, and we're suddenly okay with it. Like, why is that okay? Why are we okay with it? this is like the thing that bothers me. It's like it's not just that we're like going after stuff and we know we have to kill Strahd. But we had a thing at the very beginning that told us these things are what you go after. You find this and you find the answer to something. And we just destroyed one of them. It's gone. And Wystera can have a good old time with it. I'm saying this. Wystera may have the same goals that we have, but it is not for the same reasons. I don't think Wystera really cares about these people. I don't think Wystera gives a shit. I really don't. I don't think she cares. I don't know what my brother was hoping I would do, and I don't know exactly what it was assumed, but I've thought about it a lot, and I was like, well, what if I had just like done something? Like, what if I had actually listened to him? And the fact that I have to sit in the idea of like whatever that was being an answer fucks with me. This whole place fucks with you. You're right. It's awful. We don't like it. He's playing these games with us, and we're just like we're acting like it's okay. It's not okay. But we need to like Sly, I know we were talking about it before about like names and stuff, and you're right. Maybe names are stupid, and maybe the idea of getting a name is dumb. But the one thing that I know we need is to at least understand that our lives mean something and they matter. And I'm not putting you guys above anything else. I'm not putting you guys below anything else. You are all, my family right now is dead. My family killed my family. And I'm not going to let that happen again. I love you guys.
I love you too.
I mean, of course I love all you guys. But Viscera is included in that. She's been here the whole time. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm not going to pretend like I disagree with anything you're saying. I don't think Viscera gives one singular shit about any of these people.
Mm-hmm.
Not, pardon my language, but that's kind of, I don't know, Viscera just seems, I do agree. Seems like she has her own stuff going on. But I think as long as she's with us and as long as her goal is still defeating Strahd, which I know for a fact it is, then I don't really know what else we do but just keep going.
Sly?
Yes, things Vistara's done has been concerning, but at the end of the day, she's been there to help us. Like what Eren said, she has the same goal as us. She's been on our side the whole time.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think she's doing anything from from any type of malicious place, I do think that her actions have been selfish at times. But I mean, what would you brought us out here and you wanted to have this talk? What do you suggest?
I don't know. We got to think of a plan. And so if you guys if we want to include her in this, then I'll go get her right now. We can sit down, talk, all of us. I just wanted to know how you all felt. And you guys
I-
feel
I
like we
don't
can
dis-
trust her.
I don't disagree that your concerns aren't valid, at least. Know that.
I just think ever since we had met Strahd, with all we know, I think that we like oh God, I just remembered when she like fucking like attacked that like Barovian. Jesus Christ.
Hmm. That was
Look,
quite bad.
okay, look, I'll go get her. And I'm totally okay with us splitting, but I need you guys. I need you guys. I don't know, maybe we need to be able to be that. We need to care about these people when she doesn't. We need to be there for them because otherwise they're going to go to this fucking devil asshole. They're going to go to him and they're going to see that he's a viable option. They're going to see that if we have people that don't give a shit, then we're no better than he is. They're going to go with the devil that they fucking know. And we know what he can do. We know what he does to people.
Indeed.
So we need to actually unify and we need to speak up and say something and we got to know what we're doing and why we're doing it. It's to kill this motherfucker. So let's do that.
That's, I mean, that's why I'm here. I know that's why I'm here. I was to sent out on my own to learn what it means to be a leader and a warrior and all of these things. And I just know I was meant to be here. I was meant to stop Strahd, and I'm going to do everything I can to do that. I want to liberate these people.
Right. I'll get Wystera and we'll talk about this. If somebody wants to text David, just to let him know, bring him into this.
Got it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I think here we'll just give a quick pause, just while we wait for David here to come back. I want to see. All
My
right.
character have curses on it, or am I dead?
You're dead.
Okay.
House burned down. The house burned down. Yeah.
All of us
Wystera.
got out but you.
So Wystera, you're awoken in the night by Kari. Kari says, "Hey, I was just getting everybody to go outside. We're just gonna have a talk."
I get up and follow.
You're all out. I will let you know you all have not had a full long rest yet. Kari's just kind of like taking time beforehand, and then you guys can go back to sleep with us. But Kari stands up. It's like, okay, so yeah, we basically have like a day until this like dinner reception. And then the wedding, I guess, is tomorrow or whatever. Yeah, so all right. I guess the first thing, who wants to kill Strahd?
I put my stump in the air.
I guess
Sly's
Sly
not
didn't
here, so obviously we will make the groundbreaking choice of saying he does not vote for Strahd. And then you guys can fight him because he's a spy this whole time.
We kill him.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill. Let's go. Everybody roll an attack Sly while he's gone.
I'm gonna make life-altering changes to his character now.
Let's do it.
Everybody put your hands
Hey,
up.
Noah, you missed something. Yep.
Yeah. Noah, our hands are up.
Noah, you missed something. Something's happened to your character.
I changed your whole character. I changed everything.
Something's happened. We just took a vote and we've changed your character.
Yeah, I stopped to get a snack because I was like, cool, quick pause, so I'll get water. So I'm like, oh, cool, I'll get up too to get some. And I come back
Yeah.
and all your arms are up and Aaron's got his little nubbin up.
So what happened is
There was a
we
battle.
cut your arm off and we sewed it onto my arm.
That'd be dope. I'm all for that actually. When I rage, so then when I rage, would you get claws?
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Shit.
And when I rage, would you get a spectral arm?
You
One
forget,
inspiration
forget.
point.
I'm
One
the one who
inspiration.
brought up the whole raging maggot stats.
that
so
mean-
I'd make that a living hell for Liam.
Yeah. Does that mean we cut off Sly's ass and then Aaron gets a tail?
I'm
I'm
not
cool with
sharing my
that too.
tail. I'm not sharing the tail.
I'm really small. You could just cut the end off and just like
Half tail, half
Anyway.
nubbin. So,
Ass transplant.
Kari says, okay, so yeah, who wants to kill Strahd? Everybody puts their hand up. Does Sly put his hand up? Great. So, who wants to go? Are we going to go to this, like, reception dinner? Are we thinking of doing that?
I think we need to protect Irina.
how?
I don't know, stop them from getting her to the wedding.
We just barricade her in a house? Like how do we
Well, we mark
I
a
don't
house.
know. I don't know how to do it.
I know this is probably not going to be popular, but if we leave her here, he will get his hands on her. But taking her there is taking the meal to the wolf. I understand that.
So we got to
well,
take her
that
somewhere.
sounds pretty damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we have a choice. I said to her last night or this morning that this choice might be made for us. I think we have to take her with us. I don't know how else.
If we take her to the castle, she's in the worst place she could be. I don't think that that's smart.
Are you sure it's the worst place she can be? Where else can we protect her?
Kari looks just around, holds.
It's hard. I see both sides and I see what I see what both of you are saying. If we leave and we go to the wedding and we just leave her
What about
here,
Esmeralda's keep? What about her her
The tower?
booby trapped? power.
Do we think Strahd's gonna know wherever she is, though? Is that kind of what we're...
Yes, I believe he can sense. Now, why he hasn't taken her earlier, I don't know, but I am sure he can sense her, and he is going to.
Maybe we should find out why that is first.
I think we have suspicions.
Well, I mean, Squally, you talked before about like Sergey and everything, right? Like when he was around, uh, right? Like there was this thing where it's like Sergey's voice or like his brother.
Yeah, he's gone now, but Sergey was originally, oh gosh, what was his love's name? One second. Tatiana. Um, originally he was speaking of his Tatiana. He saw Tatiana in Irina. When he was in the water. It's very confusing. However, he
Yeah, but Irina has no memory of ever speaking to him, even though
don't know if
she
that's
said she was...
entirely true.
Well,
She knows that she is the bride of of Strahd, and I think Strahd is trying to reincarnate Tatiana in her. Needs her body, maybe, just to reincarnate Tatiana to marry her. But originally, Tatiana was Sergei's. Quite the family
Yeah.
drama.
Wally, have you got your memories back?
Oh, yes.
Oh, when did that happen?
I woke up and everything was fine.
Oh, wonderful. Wystera gives one of her awkward smiles.
Um, is Sergey gone?
It
As
appears
soon-
so, yes.
As soon as Wystera destroyed the Sun Sword, he was gone. I I can't feel him or hear him anymore.
Vistra, what did you see in the room that we found Tristan in? What did you see? Like you told me he was goading me. I don't well, for what? What was that?
It's goading you. It's all a little hazy. But to me, the most salient point is that I was told that Strahd would make very quick work of the Sun Sword, and that this sword I now have is.
That's what you heard in the room where we were with Tristan. Like that was what you had heard there. It was about the sword still, and like he was tied to that.
Yes, he was. Yes, that Stefan was tied to the Sun Sword. Yes.
Like Sergey was tied to the sword, but what did that have to do with Tristan?
Sergey. I didn't. Oh, Tristan, I didn't. Uh, I didn't hear anything about Tristan in that room.
But you knew he was goading me for something?
Well, I knew that I knew, I felt that he was attempting to make you. I understood he was attempting to make you kill him so he could become more powerful through the beliefs of this cult.
Whoa. That... Wait. Wait. How would he become more powerful if you killed him?
Yeah. How
This
is
is a
that?
lot. I am...
Yeah.
Color me confused.
Oh,
When you say you were hearing like, is something talking to you? Or is it just like intuition or
No, it's just it sort of popped into my head.
So wait, I would kill him and then he'd get some power of Strahd? How is that how does that
Yeah.
work?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, if we don't know, then obviously we're dwelling on something. Fuck, tired. Then it doesn't
I
also
matter
just
then.
either
know
way,
I
he's
just
still
know
alive, which is a
Kari.
good thing, and he doesn't have whatever the secret power is. So I think
Right.
that's okay. That's good.
Okay. So
Your brother is alive. That's the most important thing.
so okay.
But he definitely thinks that I believe your brother feels that Strahd is the answer, is the star, is the
No, that I know.
savior.
That I
Yeah.
know. Uh
And this is
so
why he killed his best friend, as he felt it would give him more power. And there was another step to
Squally,
I
that.
he
assume
killed
that's what happened to Sergey.
Hmm?
killed his yeah, right? He killed
His friend,
Sergey. Strahd killed
best friend.
Sergey.
No,
You-
Michonne. He killed his best friend Michonne because he felt that it would give him
So
more
he
power.
was trying to be Strahd? He was trying to become him.
I don't think so. I feel like somehow he got the idea that if he killed Michonne, he would become powerful enough to kill Strahd. I believe.
But then why was he wanting me to kill him? That doesn't make sense. Otherwise, he would have left
Or
there a while
perhaps
ago.
attack him? I don't know. Or perhaps attack him? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So Irina,
It's okay. Just
if this whole Irina thing is what we're talking about, and there's some kind of like a reincarnation ritual, then it's like oh fuck. I think we're
He
getting hung
wants
up on
Irene.
this. We're getting hung
I
up on
think
this.
he
Again,
wants
it's like
Irene.
we don't know what Irina poses for us, but we do know we need to keep her safe. So like
Yes.
I think the tower might be the best thing to do. Against us mobile. She's not locked in. But also, what about the fucking bride here? Like, what about the abbot? Like, what about that? Like, if we know Irina is the bride, then what's she all about?
I hope it's not some sort of. We don't know what Frankenstein is. I hope it's not sort of undead body that Irina's going to be put in.
Yeah, I
What the
do not know if that is a surrogate or. I also don't understand why, if Strahd wants Irene so bad, why hasn't he already taken her? I mean, the guy can appear anywhere, apparently. Why hasn't he just taken her?
do we
What,
think
what did
this
the
has
letter?
been? I'm just wondering, maybe this is what he wants. Maybe he thinks that we're gonna end up bringing her there, and then he's gonna have we're working for him, doing everything he wants us to do, bringing her right to his front door.
The letter said, make sure she's ready. Is that what it said? What did the
make
letter
sure?
exactly?
Well, it's like make sure she's like safe from the cold. Like it was basically just like
Mhm.
telling us to keep her safe. I fucking
So
think that guy's
perhaps
gonna be there. He's gonna fucking take her, isn't it? Like he would be the one. But he didn't. Oh my god.
perhaps he can't take Irina. Perhaps she has to come of her own volition. In which
That's why I'm
case,
saying
right.
maybe if we bring her there, we're playing right into his hand.
Which
Exactly.
case, you're right. That would
Exactly.
explain why he hasn't just grabbed her.
It sounds like he tried to do that already, but it's like Fuck.
Also, who's
It
the
also
castle?
seems like
Perhaps that is what the abbot and his bride is about. Perhaps through that.
Was willingly staying there. What was her name again?
Oh, Gertrudia?
Gertrudia. That's right.
I mean, I also think the app is just crazy.
Yes, but if he's getting power through Strahd, it doesn't matter. He's a pawn for some reason.
Yeah, but he's a
Why is
pawn who's fucking surrogate, maybe.
if he needed
That's what I'm
Irina,
thinking.
why is he holding Gertrudia? I feel like this means something.
Well, she just seemed like
Perhaps
she was just kind of like affinity for him. That was it. Like that was
Yeah,
it.
that's
Like she liked
that's not
being there.
holding. There's no will there. Perhaps he has a way of grabbing Irina through that surrogate. I've seen worse.
Just we somehow keep giving him exactly what he wants. The last thing he asked us to kill Esmeralda. We essentially did that.
Yeah, we fucking did that.
Like when he asked us to do that, we probably thought, oh, he means go kill her. But maybe he knew we would go find her and that she'd end up dead because we do something stupid like knock on the door
Like what?
of a crazy witch's house. That is my bad. And it cost me. So
Mine as well. Well, if that witch was in cahoots with Strahd, it's none of our fault. It was going to happen no matter what.
Okay, sorry. I need clarification. I'm reading a bunch of my notes. When we were in the castle and there was all the stones, and we went to Master's Bride, it took us to Kresk, right?
You no, you didn't travel to the Master's Bride.
we
Craig
didn't go
did.
there.
Feet did.
Yeah, your me feet did.
Craig went there. Do we know where
He
Craig
just
went?
ran in like a psycho.
We don't know which.
We don't know where he went.
But we saw a puddle. Where did we see the puddle?
There was a puddle outside of Kresk, outside of the actual,
I just
or
wanted to
not
make sure
outside of
that that was
Kresk, outside of the actual the thing, the building, the hill.
the building on the hill.
Yeah, the Abbey.
So his puddle was by the Abbey, not close to Irina.
No,
Is the Abbey in Kresk?
I mean, yeah, but we don't know.
the hill. So when you go up that hill, the abbot is staying at the Abbey of St. Markov. He's in there.
Above Kresk.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically like it's a walled space, but then there's a giant hill, and then you walk up this spiraling roadway up the hill to go to the Abbey.
And do we know
It
that he
towers
just
over.
showed up there and melted, or maybe he showed up and he went up towards the abbot?
Don't know. I think perhaps if that stone in the castle says Master's Bride and it leads Strahd to Master's Bride, then we need to take her out of this city. Somewhat logical, no? Because if he can just
Yes.
over here, if
Well, wait a
we
second.
knife
Wait a
her-
second. Wait a second. Because he knew she'd be here? Takes her to the Master's Bride, like he planned that she would come to this village?
apparently that's how he knows to get here.
Or is it like
Or did he?
actually attached to her somehow? And if we move her to the tower, that would still take him to her.
I don't think so. I think it can only teleport places. I don't think it would be a person. Like based on how we were teleported miles away, I think it's just a place. So if it's just the place and this is how he has access to her, this is how we can transport to her that fast, we need to take her out. Maybe. I'm
Well,
not
he
100%
mentioned-
sure.
All right, but
Makes
he
sense.
also mentioned like, didn't he mention before in that like spirit board reading before that there was like fun with the abbot?
Oh, let's look.
What about that too? That was like
Let me
Because-
recall by remembering, obviously.
Recall.
I just
memory recall.
Well, he went to the glyph and said fun. And the glyph was faith, just fun. Okay. Fun faith. What else did we ask him? One moment.
it's always fun when you have faith. Um,
Yikes. When I forgot. Is Kari okay, so we asked a bunch of questions. Is the son played with my brother now? No. Is Kari's brother in full control of his actions? No answer. Is my brother dead? No, but everyone else is dead. Where is Kari's brother? Swords. Glyph, sun, crown, swords. That's so interesting. Sorry. Anyways. Um
Oh,
Kari's
fuck.
brother was with the sun sword.
yeah. What do you want? You. Who is that? Strahd crown. Okay. Did the abbot bring our friend back to life? No. Did the abbot put curses on us? No. Who put the curses on us? It went berserk, spelling out names of people and positions. Just a bunch of spirits, it sounds like. Oh, Amber, that took us to the temple. Okay. No, there's nothing else in that information. Just
I
that the
just
abbot was fun.
Yeah, but it was fun. What other things? Because we asked about every point of the reading, right? Like we asked about those.
Mm-hmm. We asked about the seer. He said crown, circles, castle. Go to the center.
Okay.
And then it moved fast to me, meaning Strahd.
And then
Crown,
he like did some shit with the actual board.
circles, castle.
we have to remember too, this is Strahd. He
Right.
very much is probably just trying to
Oh, that was
get
before.
us to do what he wants us to do.
This was before Strahd came in, though. This.
Wasn't it Strahd the whole time?
No. Before it was just who we were talking to. Damien was asking the questions, the spirits we were talking to.
Davian was in
Um,
control of it, or whatever fucking thing was in control of it.
Right.
And Strahd only came in after. He said to us that the abbot was fun. But before that, we asked about Eren. Eren telling Damien that he's connected to the spirit world. Yes, okay. Yes, we learned that you were ally guidance. Who is Strahd's enemy? Crown. Okay, who is Strahd's enemy? Crown Star Valakovich. 3.
That's the people in Valakovich.
Indeed.
Like the burgomaster, right?
Yes. I thought that was Esmeralda was his true enemy, but maybe not. When we asked about the evoker, it said star nimble goes to the center and circles the sun. Damien's necklace begins to hang and removes itself. We asked about the seeker center, and then Strahd interrupted when we asked more questions. But I don't know. Crown means darkness. Oh, who is the enchanter? Moves to the star, a force, not necessarily a person. Marina. Do we know Marina?
We don't know Marina.
No, we don't know. So the enchanted goes to the star, which is powerful. Marina. We're looking for Marina. Someone is our ally, our guidance. Who is Strahd's enemy is Valakovich. Crown, star, Valakovich.
Valakovich, right.
We found
What was
we
there was
found the
there was a peak. There was like the top peak of something. like of the reading? Because there was that. We had the evoker for one part. There was the enchanter, and then there was the hooded one. And then there was this dungeon thing, which is Valakovich, which that makes fucking sense.
Maybe the blade, the high deck, the seer. That's all I have. Does anyone else remember anything else? I have the knowledge can be found through the enchanter, beautiful woman lost of time, evoker long dead, key to your faith, blade, hooded one vanished far from this land, high deck seer. Evil can be found when knowledge is kept secret.
And
Card
we
reading is star of fortune.
Maybe we are looking at this all wrong. The only reason Strahd is making a doll to marry, is getting the abbot to make him a doll. What if the only reason he is doing that is because he can't marry Irina?
Well, why else would you want to get married but to become a ruler of sorts?
What if that's the key? What if that is the key to defeating him, is
Brown, dark.
Irina has to go to that castle to confront him, or it's part of how to kill him. I don't know. But why else would he create a surrogate if he can't get what he wants?
I had that thought too. Of isn't this whole thing supposed to end a certain way with us fighting him?
Certainly seems like we have no choice, but
Maybe
I
maybe
just
our part in this is to bring her there and to finish him off, but
maybe
I don't see how that's helpful though,
I
because
can't
like
help.
maybe she's the sun.
Hey,
The sun.
uh, Eren,
Mhm.
they definitely spelled out Nimble Knob when we asked about the evoker.
Huh.
Nimble Knob. Wasn't that the guy that possessed me?
Yeah.
that was.
Did you, I, did that have something to do with our reading? Because they definitely wrote star, powers, Nimble Knob. He wrote out Nimble Knob.
Okay. Well, Nimble Knob's gone now, isn't he?
I guess so.
What would he have to do with this?
I don't know.
Long dead.
'Cause
Wait a minute, did he
Did
tell you
Strahd
anything?
send him to?
Did he tell you anything, Aaron, when he was in you? Did he tell you anything about the thing? Did he make any comments about it? This nimble
He
knob?
he wanted. All it ever seemed like was that he wanted. He wanted power.
where was that
I'm
power?
just. Right now, I'm just. Was he an agent of Strahd? Did Strahd send him knowing that I died, knowing that I'd lost my
Well, no way to know.
Okay, we know this. We know the enchanter was Marina. We know our ally and guidance is in Valakovich, and he's got some sort of dark power. We've already figured out the hooded one, and our evoker says that the power is in Nibblenop. The seer, or the center of our deck, has something to do with the castle.
We know
Crown.
that it's going to be in like the room. We know where that room is. It's the room with
Indeed.
like to Irina's picture or
Not-
some picture. I don't know.
Yes, which might have something to do with Tatiana, perhaps. I don't know if our best bet is to start with our Valakovich, finding our ally and guidance, but I do think we need to take Irina out of the here.
Taking Irina out of here actually does make sense, especially when you're talking about the stones. Moving that. That's so fucked. When he talked about like him being fun, that glyph thing, it's like because it was star with enchanter. What the fuck do we do about the abbot? What the fuck do we do with him? Like we said that we would take the bride. Are we supposed to take the bride now to the wedding?
I mean, he is right there.
With the dress that we can't get.
And we do have to, and he said that if we don't get their dress, like he said he'd forgive
Exactly.
whatever slights we said if we get the dress, which is in Valaki.
So we're gonna have a second enemy if we don't get that fucking dress.
I really don't. I'm can't believe I'm gonna say this. I don't care about the dress.
What?
I
I
I
understand.
don't really care about the abbot. I can't get over this feeling that we've just been doing Strahd's bidding this entire time.
So what do we do about it? We just stay here. We just like don't do anything. We don't go to the wedding. We don't do
No,
any
we
of
kill
this.
him.
Do we just storm the castle then and just go after him?
No, we go to the wedding.
Do we go out and get
I don't think
Irina's
we have a
light?
choice.
Fuck.
Is there a chance there is any more Squally, is there a chance that there's anything more, any other answers in the wind or the pool or anything that you have connected with?
That we don't already know.
Do you understand fully what, I'm not gonna get this wrong, am I? It was Irina that was mesmerized by the pool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Sergei visited.
So
Sergei's gone.
so
We have
the
no-
only reason that Irina was mesmerized by the pool was Sergei?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also worried that Sergei might have been protecting her. He might have been
Oh, I guarantee that was
I
part of
think
it.
he was.
shrouding her in a sense from Strahd knowing where she was.
I agree. I did not expect Sergei to disappear.
I told you. I did.
Sorry.
So it looks like the concept of us protecting Irina, we've actually made her more fucked. I don't think we can
Like
do
I
anything.
said, we've been doing Strahd's bidding this entire time.
So we fucked up with
I don't-
Irina. She's not going to be safe.
I don't think we have yet. I don't know
We
why
fucked
we're
up in
still.
Valaki. We fucked up with Esmeralda. We fucked up with Irina.
I still think we have a chance of protecting her if we take her to Esmeralda's keep.
I think that's the best bet.
And I think we should do it soon. But of course, we'll have to convince her that as well.
I'm putting it on a list, and Kari takes out a pen and marker on her priest pack and just writes down 1. We got our first thing to do.
Are
Moving
we-
Irina to the tower.
Look, I understand what you're saying, Eren, but I am not sure we should go to that castle without that fucking wedding dress. What does everyone else think?
Sly, you're a dress man.
I
It's not my dress, it doesn't matter. But no.
The only reason I think we should go to Valaki is to find our ally, our guidance, Valakovich.
So what if we do that? But we go in. What if we go in with that false guise? Like, yeah, they fucking attack us every chance they get, but what if we say we're going in as dress, like the trusted dress people, like the people that get the dress? Like, that's possible, right?
I think we have to.
But while people go get the dress, we go to the burgomaster's place and find out what the fuck this means.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
And Sly, if you find that dress, you fucking tear it up. Because fuck that
Like
dress.
it's very eager at the spot of that.
Huh?
He was?
So I get to smirk when you like destroy the other dress. Yeah, I guess that could work. That could be a plan, maybe. Yeah.
So destroy the dress?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Because fuck that dress and fuck
Why
what
Ruin
Strahd.
not?
Wedding.
So I just goes because why not?
We need to ruin the wedding.
All right.
Can't be a wedding without a dress.
I mean, since it's not a tactically functional dress, it won't be hard to ruin that wedding.
True.
There.
Bride's not going to be able to do shit to stop us. Like,
I simply wonder about the powers of the abbot, and now we're going to have 2 to deal with.
Well, then what if we fucking deal with the abbot?
Let's go deal with the abbot right now. I'm done with that guy.
Put it on the list.
Well,
with the
Kill
list.
Abbott.
Put him on the list.
okay, then let me suggest that if we are going to go deal with the abbot, fair, that we bring a Trojan horse, bring the dress, get in there under the guise of the dress,
Rip it in front of his
then
face.
kill him and then destroy the dress. It could still be used to get us in.
I think that was the plan. we were
Oh, I thought
saying,
you
but that
meant
might
I actually
destroy-
thought it
destroy
would be
the
cool to
dress.
just get rid of the dress in town, but I think that's a good idea, Wystera. We do
Oh,
that.
yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Okay. So we move
I
Irene to
would
the
love-
tower. We sneak into Valaki. We go to the burgomaster's mansion, get the dress. We deal with the abbot, and then tear the dress up. And
We're
then
trying to do all this before the wedding.
Yep.
All right.
We better
I
get a good
mean-
sleep.
Yeah,
What time's the
I think
wedding?
I think we can do this, and we can see. I think this is a good way to start the day
Any of our
tomorrow.
multiple invitations say what time the wedding's at? Like he
I
keeps being
mean,
like,
can we
"Hey,
really tell time here? It's
Does
just
this
dark.
You
work
guys,
that,
you
that
guys,
way? Yeah.
you guys know the wedding is
all
you.
the
It's the next
invitations kept
day.
being like, be
It's the next day.
there."
The wedding is tomorrow. The dinner, the reception
Yeah, but-
dinner is tonight.
Oh, the reception. We got invited to the reception too.
Yeah, you guys got
No.
specially
Oh.
invited to the reception.
Y'all, we should sleep.
Feels so special.
That's the word.
All right. So tomorrow morning we'll get Irina. I'll drop Tristan off to Anna, and when we come back, I think I've got an idea. We'll see how it goes. And she's like, "All right. Well, we'll see you guys in a little bit."
All right, well, I need to sleep if we're doing all
Nighty
this
night.
tomorrow.
I think we all do.
Me too.
Should we give some of our weapons in our cart to Irina and whoever is protecting her?
We're going to bed first.
Okay.
Let's do that.
And then
First sleep.
if
First,
Eren and
then
Slide
kill.
start walking away, I'm just gonna pull Wystera Slide.
Sure. Good night.
As
Right,
I'm
it was-
walking away with Sly, I'm like, you're right. If she would have had your dress, they'd be in such a way better
It'd
position
be game over
to
for
thwart
us.
us.
It'd be a much
Ugh.
closer battle. Like their loss,
It would
honestly.
be. Yeah.
Yes.
So then I just like kind of tug on Wystera and I just say, Wystera, I don't mean this in any offense. And I'm imploring you to please keep this team in your mind and in your heart. That I need you to show us that we can truly trust you. And I need you to make efforts to show us that we can trust you. And then I'm going to walk away. I don't want to hear anything that she says. I just want her to know and leave that with her.
Mr. sighs and goes back to her corner with in the door and in the corner with
Is it a dismissive sigh or is it, what kind of sigh is it? I'm going to need you to be specific because Squally will turn his ass around.
Wally's got a
It's-
good high passive perception.
It's the size that Wystera has made since the two vomit episodes, which are very different size than she made before the two vomit episodes.
So it's more of a like,
It's a
is it a do you feel the pressure under your ass kind of sigh?
no.
No, because that's what I want. 'Cause
Oh, it's a disappointed. It's a disappointed in herself sigh, which is what she's been doing for the past several days since she first vomited against the tree.
Squally kind of hears that and like kind of side eyes and then continues to walk away.
As you walk away, Squally, Vistra, you give a sigh. But there's a moment where that sigh expels that same level of disappointment, and you feel your chest fill. Confidence stands you upright. Something doesn't want you to feel disappointment in anything you've done. And you feel that.
and I immediately vomit again.
And we're gonna end this session right there, guys.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Yay, vomit.
Yay, vomit. We start with
Black.
Started
poop.
with shit, now it ends
Poop
with
and
vomit.
vomit. Poop and vomit. Hey, I think we found our name.
I
That'd be a
think
dope band name. That'd be a good
That'd be
punk
dope,
band
yeah.
name.
Poop and vomit.
poop and vomit. What is it? The poopy
Like-
puke? Poopy puke.
A bad Tuesday
Poop
night.
and puke.
Welcome. We are.
We
Poop
are
and
shit and
vomit.
Hello, Cincinnati.
We are shit and puke.
I'm fucking dead.
That moment. Yes, everyone, we're shite and puke it. Yeah, that's right. Retching all around the town. Shite and retching. Let's go.
I can just see Fred Durst walking on stage. Welcome. We are puke and vomit.
God damn. I'm gonna be writing up songs for all time now. Those are awesome.
Born in Cincinnati. Well, there's always a chance, isn't there?
Always a chance. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around a little later with that. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're looking forward to seeing all this play out for one of the last few days here in Barovia. See how it all goes after a little night's sleep. I'll see you next time. Bye. Ah, my screen.